Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tarot Celebrity with your boy Ducky. Today, we are going to be doing an updated reading for Miley Cyrus. We're going to see how 2025 is going to be for her. Wow, it's going to be so exciting. Remember to keep in mind that these videos are for entertainment purposes. And why is that, you may ask? Well, that is because we do not have Miley Cyrus here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards, how I'm interpreting the cards, whether it resonates with her or it does not, we just don't know for sure. So just remember to take these videos with a grain of salt. And remember that whenever I read cards for anyone, regardless if they are a superstar, a celebrity, or not, my intention is always to respect the energy of the person's cards who I'm reading, and ultimately we just want to find ways to level up and raise our vibration so we can continue to welcome in abundant, beautiful, fruitful energy to come into our lives. So that is what we are going to be focusing on for Miley Cyrus and for everyone and anyone who I ever read cards for. So without further ado, let's get started on Miley Cyrus's 2025 reading. And I just saw that I was recording for 1 minute and 23 seconds, 1, 2, 3, and I've been seeing a lot of angel numbers. And what I've been doing is I just shout out to Yeshua, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, baby. Okay, so here I don't want anyone to feel judged for having a different religion or a lack of religion. That is not my place to judge anyone. I just ask that people also respect my beliefs because I respect your beliefs or non-beliefs or whatever, whatever. So anyway, let's get going. So let's see, how is Miley Cyrus feeling after the end of 2024? We're just gonna get kind of like a litmus test of Miley Cyrus's energy towards the end of 2024. We got this card feeling good. We got the Knight of Wands coming in reverse. So maybe I'm hearing like passive aggressiveness. We also got the Five of Wands coming up right side up. And let's get an Oracle card. Why not? So we got the Storm Rider of the Lightning Moon. Ooh, storms, baby. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that, like, towards the end of 2024, there were maybe some kind of heated arguments that have happened in Miley's life. Um, with this Knight coming in reverse, Knights can be more masculine energies. It doesn't always have to represent a male, but I am getting the sense that there's some kind of challenge going on in Miley's life. I have heard a little bit of her kind of, just not wanting to deal with her father and stuff anymore. So maybe during the holiday seasons, it is a little bit hard for her to kind of be okay with maybe not being as much in contact with her father, or it could be someone else. But there is this very passionate energy that in her circle, and I'm not getting it from her, but I'm getting it that there might be like a male in her life, a man in her circle who is usually very fiery, very passionate, very ambitious. But this card came in reverse, so maybe this fiery and ambitious energy can come across as a little bit argumentative or a little bit angry and conflicting, and this is magnified even more with this Five of Wands coming right side up. You could even see here these people are battling, they are arguing, they're going through some kind of obstacle. So there's some kind of challenge that Miley Cyrus has endured in the end of 2024 with the Storm Rider of the Lightning Moon. Um, Card number 10, which simplifies down to one, which is about beginnings. There's like a new argument or a new thing that emerged in Miley Cyrus's life towards the end of 2024. And it may have shooken her up a bit. There's some kind of shaking up. There's some kind of frazzled energy um, going on. So let's see. if I can get a little bit more of what's going on for 2025 for Miley Cyrus. So let's see, how are the first 3 months going to be for Miley Cyrus? The first quarter, we're going to draw 4 cards, one for each quarter of the year. So first quarter, we got the Five of Cups. No. Okay, we're going to keep going before I go into these things. Second quarter for Miley Cyrus. We got the Two of Wands in reverse. Third quarter, the Five of Swords. And fourth quarter, we got the Queen of Swords. Yes. I was hoping, I was like, please, a good card come up for Miley. My girl, Miley. Okay, our girl, Miley, how dare I try and take ownership? I don't even know her like that, okay? But she's amazing, so. But what's not so amazing is this first quarter with Miley Cyrus. We got the Five of Cups. There's some sadness. There's some sorrow. Look at this person huddled up and just crying over things that have been knocked over, things that have been spilled, things that have been spilled over. So I'm getting the sense that whatever happened towards the end of 2024 for Miley Cyrus is seeping through and leaking through to 2025. So for the first 3 months, I feel like Miley Cyrus is going to be dealing with a good amount of maybe sadness, emotional sadness for sure, because we got the Suit of Cups, which is indicative of the element of water, which is all about our moods, our emotions. But this card also talks about, if you even see here in the back, there's two cups still here, right side up. So Miley Cyrus, although yes, maybe there might be some kind of difficulties emotionally that Miley Cyrus is enduring during these first 3 months of 2025. Not everything is going to be bad emotionally. She just needs to be mindful and cognizant of not dwelling so much on how difficult things are emotionally for her, and to try and also remember that there are some people in her corner there to support her emotionally. But the second quarter for 2025 for Miley Cyrus, that would be April through June. We got the Two of Wands in reverse. The twos represent partnerships and harmony, right? But this card came in reverse. So normally there's good business opportunities, maybe good pursuits for kind of like ambitious connections or ambitious relationships. This card came in reverse. So I feel like for in the months of April to June for Miley Cyrus, there might be, I'm not sure if she is seeing anyone, if she's dating someone, but there might be some kind of separation in Miley Cyrus's life for April to June. Um, it could be a career project that might she might need to separate herself from. There's some kind of separation going on from maybe things that she ambitiously wants and yearns for, but maybe emotionally it's depleting. Maybe emotionally it is very taxing. So, although, yes, the connection is great, yes, maybe it's great that she is trying to harbor some kind of connection, some kind of reconciliation with some partnerships. I feel like some partnerships she's going to need to really think about and maybe let go of between the months of April to June. It could also, again, with the Suit of Wands talking about our ambitions and our desires, it could be maybe a partnership of a project, like maybe a movie or like a music producer, something that might need to be delayed or she might need to separate herself from. Um, and then for July to September, July, August, and September, we got the Five of Swords for Miley Cyrus. It's going to be a really difficult year for Miley is kind of what I'm seeing based off of the cards. Remember, y'all, the cards are not concrete, and we are always able to move accordingly based off of, the cards that are dealt. We are able to make decisions and move accordingly and change things up a bit. So, don't get discouraged if you're a big fan of Miley or if you know Miley personally and you're hearing this. But I am seeing for July to September, there is this s- defeating thought pattern that Miley Cyrus might return back to. I feel like this past year she really was able to kind of gain control of her mentality and having a good thought process, having a good perspective of things. And it seems like maybe this year there are going to be some challenges, and y'all know that life is always up and down, life is always a roller coaster. Things can't always stay so amazing and great all the time. Things are bound to start getting a little bit challenging, but then things will start getting better again. So, but what I'm seeing for 2025 in regards to Miley Cyrus is that, yeah, she might need to be careful of reverting back to self-defeating thought patterns, especially between the months of July to September. She needs to be very mindful of this, of getting rid of self-defeating thought patterns and limiting these this negative mindset that she is used to get back into her life, to get back into her psyche. She has done really well at kind of seeing things and spinning things into a perspective that is going to be optimistic and beneficial. And it might be really hard for her in July through September for her to keep this mentality, but I feel like things are going to be great because we got the Queen of Swords at the end, the last quarter for October to December, and regarding Miley Cyrus's 2025 year. Um, I feel like out of all of this sorrow, this hardship, maybe this separation, and combating these negative thought patterns that she's worked so hard. Yo, shout out Yeshua. I just saw 12:34 minutes of me recording 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me get back into the reading. But I just see all of this, we are not put into, or life doesn't give us obstacles that we aren't able to overcome. So I feel like for the majority of this year for 2025, Miley Cyrus might feel like she's being put in through the ringer. Like we got one of each element here almost, besides Pentacles. So I feel like the first 3 months she's gonna deal with a lot emotionally. Then the next 3 months, from April to June, she's going to feel a lot of hardships regarding her ambitions, and her inner fire is definitely going to be tested for those months. And then we got swords, which is air. So we got water, fire, and air. So then after dealing with emotional hardships and hardships regarding like what her soul's ambitions are and what she yearns for, then she might endure some hardships mentally. But I feel like all of this is going to be well worth it because at the end of this year, she's going to come across so much more well spoken and eloquent, and she's going to be able to use her lethal tongue in such a more tactful manner. I love my Miley Cyrus because she's a Sagittarius and I'm a Gemini, which we are the known as the children of the zodiac, and we are opposite signs, meaning we both have very similar energy, but we kind of use it in opposite manners, and two like we're like two sides of the same coin type of thing. So Miley Cyrus is really witty, she has really good banter, she's very fiery with her tongue, with her words. So I feel like after the end of having such a crazy year this year, I feel like she's going to learn how to stay more graceful in her mannerisms, but still deliver that fiery, beautiful, witty banter that she gives off. And, she has no problem voicing her opinion, voicing her concerns, regardless of who she's speaking with. And same. But I feel like she's going to grow a lot and mature a lot in regards to her mannerisms. She's going to be able to bring this new sense of artistry and poise to and elegance to her craft and to her singing, to her instrument. And so that's going to be very exciting. I feel like towards the end of this year also, maybe we will get a lot of great new music. Or I'm even before I even made this video, and I was already thinking before getting ready to record this, I was like, will she be in a movie? Whoa, I haven't seen her like acting or in a movie in a while. So, I wouldn't be surprised also if maybe she does something else new that's creative for her, a new creative outlet for her towards the end of this year. So, let's finish off this beautiful reading with giving some unwarranted ducky advice, because y'all know I like to read tarot cards and give y'all the tea on what I'm seeing, but eventually we want to learn how we can level ourselves up and raise our vibration so we can continue living our best lives. So let's get some unwarranted advice for the lovely Miley Cyrus. This card feels good. We got Temperance. Wow, speaking of Sagittarius, Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. So, how uncanny. How cool. The synchronicities, baby. Descending Pegasus of the violet light. Third eye. Violet is all about the third eye. So we got Temperance here. The advice that I'm seeing for Miley Cyrus is, yes, based off of the cards here that showed up, yes, Miley Cyrus may have a more difficult year than other people may have this year, but the advice for her is to not let this throw her off kilter, to not let these things throw her off balance. Um, and for her to really discern, to be able to really use her third eye and her intuition, and to be like, no, like this person is wanting to throw me off my game because they don't want me to get into this Queen of Swords energy by the end of the year, where I communicate myself well, where I express myself in a more elegant and poised manner. They want me to stay in this kind of heated, very ticking time bomb, wrecking ball energy that, there's a time and a place for it, of course. But I feel like this year she is really being asked to cultivate balance and to not let these things throw her off balance. She has really done so well on maneuvering and bettering her mindset and the way she views things, regardless of, you know, negative things happening out of our control. Whoa, I'm so sorry I had this microphone the whole time facing differently. Oh well, it's too late now. We're just gonna deal with it. We're just gonna roll with the punches, okay? Um, so, but yeah, I see here that she cannot let these difficult challenges throw her off balance and maybe get her into reverting or resorting to taking too many substances or eating out or staying in bed too long. There's an imbalance here that maybe Miley Cyrus is very well aware of, that sometimes when she gets angry or she gets depressed, she does a little bit too much of something, whether it's too much sleeping or too much eating out or too much drinking and indulging in substances. But remember, July to July to September, she's going to really struggle mentally, is what I'm seeing with these self defeating thoughts. And she cannot let these self defeating thoughts get creep back into her head. She needs to really use her discernment and intuition to know that these challenges are set in her path because they are getting ready to propel her, for her to trust her intuition even more, so she can get into this beautiful Queen of Swords energy by the end of this year. That's going to help her really create a lot more beautiful art. She's such a beautiful and captivating artist that we cannot afford to let her revert back to toxic patterns that are self-defeating, because she's got a lot of things going well for her, and but they will start mostly towards the end of this year. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. Let me know what you thought of this reading. Let me know what you, if you've heard of anything regarding Miley Cyrus. Y'all know I am not the most pop culture knowledgeable one. I don't know how to word it, but I don't really keep up with pop culture, and that's why I decided to do these types of videos, because I feel like I'm not going to come across biased in any way. I'm just going to kind of disclose what I see on the cards. So let me know if you've heard of anything of like this, or if you know that Miley Cyrus is in fact maybe going through some difficult situations. Um, but yeah, I I don't see it all as bad, but I do see Miley having a little bit more of a difficult, challenging year than maybe last year might have been. So she just needs to be aware of that, move accordingly, not let those things throw her off balance, and continue using her intuition to know that some of these people are wanting to kind of control her or get her to blow up. That way they could be like, ha, told you so. She hasn't changed. Or ha, told you so. She's very easy to revert back to old patterns, old habits. And no, I don't see that for Miley. She's going to keep on leveling up. She's going to keep on still expressing herself truthfully and honestly with her witty banter, but I see it being more elevated, more controlled, elegant. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit that subscribe button. It always motivates me to continue making these beautiful videos for y'all. Remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, sexually, financially. Love and respect yourselves and others as best as you can. And as always, stay hydrated. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.